All right. I'm finna start recording, so let's do a vibe check.
Ew.
Make sure you bring the Riz.
Ew, 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 ew.
Apparently, that's Gin Alpha Slang.
Please never say any of those words in any order ever.
What, like, you're acting sus?
God, you don't even know what these words mean, and that bothers me
Yeah, I do.
even more.
So,
Wait, don't
sus
don't
means
pull up
suspicious.
don't pull up Urban Dictionary on me, okay?
What do you think? I already did. Riz is charisma. You coach 9 and 10-year-olds. You need to know this stuff.
I do know this. That's why it bothers me.
I just think you're being delulu.
You might have to find a new guest for your podcast.
You're not a guest. You're a co-host.
Well, then
I'm going further than just podcast. You might need to find new sons.
No.
Oh my God.
It's all Gucci.
That's a little bit closer to our
Still,
generation stuff. So,
Who are you?
do you have like
You know
a
what I
bet
think we're
going
gonna
on?
do? What?
Do you have a bet going on to see how many of these
No.
these brain rot terms you can mix into a sentence?
No. I just wanted to mess with you guys. All right, so but for real, let's start the show. Yeet.
Punch it to me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Colby Cast, where we dive into movies,
21 gigawatts!
TV,
Sometimes I'll start a sentence, and I don't even know where it's going. I just hope I find it along the way.
and everything in between.
Well, I don't know how you get a podcast, but you should look into it.
I'm Colby, and I'm joined by my two awesome sons, Caleb
I don't know how to tie my shoes.
and Luke.
I never shut up.
Together, we're your friendly neighborhood pop culture nerds, here to share our thoughts on Star Wars, Marvel, the latest entertainment news, and maybe even some sports.
You believe in miracles? Yes!
So grab a piece of cake
Cake! Everybody loves cakes.
and find a comfy spot on the couch, because this is your place for community and conversation about pop culture and storytelling.
What an incredible smell you've discovered.
I don't even know what to say to you.
This is for all the times you guys give me a terrible time calling me an old man. I speak the language of the youths. The
You have
youths!
You've never sounded older than when you said those words, by the way.
Luke took the
Nah.
words right out of my very full mouth.
You guys are capping.
I hate that you're using them correctly too. That's the worst part about it.
Yeah, seriously.
I prepared. All right. I prepared. I really did. I have notes. See, look. I wrote them on a post-it note.
What a hilarious visual that must have been. Like you standing in front of the mirror with your clipboard of notes and like, okay. Now you had flashcards, didn't you?
No,
Practice.
here's how it went. Witty, edgy podcast intros. Nope. Chat GPT. Enter. Login. Enter. Chat GPT. Hello, how are you? Because you have to be nice to droids. Enter. It responds. You say, what are current slang, edgy terms that I can use to sound young? Enter. Ooh, how to use said terms. Enter. Let me write it on a piece of paper? What?
No, it actually went, okay, Google, how do I make my sons try to cash out on my life insurance as early as possible?
First of all, if I may comment, Caleb, I love the fact that you were pretending like to type like me and using one finger on each hand to type. Secondly, I did type www semicolon backslash backslash http chat gptai.org. Just kidding. I didn't do any of that. I actually didn't do any of that. I did Google skibbity.
Okay, that's the
No.
line. That's the
Yep.
line. It
No.
was all fun and
Immediately
games
no.
until you brought that up.
I still don't know what that word means, so that's why I didn't use it.
Good.
It would
There
take
were
so long to try to explain that to you. I barely understand it.
All I know is that there's a meme involved and a toilet, and they're gonna make a movie called Skibbity Toilet.
Yeah, and Michael Bay is going to direct it.
Oh, that's right. It's a Michael Bay movie.
You're
Caleb's
lying.
face. No. I swear on the Riz altar.
I'm done with this planet. I'm done.
So,
You're gonna hop on.
Things like extortion, murder, blackmail, injustice, none of those things got you off the planet. But
But Skibbity Toilet did.
Skibbity Toilet by Michael Bay is enough to get
I
you
literally
on the ship to
had to
Mars.
ban that word at practices at hockey because this kid would not stop saying it. And then I banned the word, and it looked. Oh my goodness! It looked like he was going to implode. He like started vibrating. He started shaking because he compulsively needed to say it and was no longer allowed to.
It's like a trigger word for chronically online children.
Yeah, that's sort of what was involved in the very confusing explanation that I came across. I still don't know what it's all about, and I'm okay with that. All I know is that Caleb's gonna hop on the first Elon Musk mobile to Mars that he can. See ya, skibbities. Hey, what are
Oh,
we
that's
talking
okay.
about? What are we talking about in our episode today?
I'm
Luke,
commandeering this episode.
you're what?
I'm commandeering this episode.
Before I relinquish control, can I just say that I did something exciting today for no good reason, but I managed to talk Mom into agreeing to do a rewatch of the Daredevil Netflix that are now on Disney Plus shows, and we watched the first 2 episodes of Daredevil season 1. Oh, so amazing!
So good.
So good, so good. I have a long-term plan because Daredevil Born Again is going to be coming out. I believe it's March of 2025, if I'm remembering correctly from the D23 announcements. So I have a long time, but I have found a list of chronological order for the Netflix shows, including Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, The Defenders, and Punisher. And I have them all in order with the amount of episodes. 161 episodes over, I think it's 13 seasons of these shows, including The Defenders.
And Mom knows this is your plan?
She does now. When she listens to this, she will.
I'm going to give her a hug.
Can you believe she's watched The Punisher? I haven't. I haven't even watched The Punisher. I also stopped watching them after they just started getting canceled, with the exception of Daredevil season 3. I did watch that. Yeah, so she's a fan of these shows, so we're gonna rewatch them. We're gonna take our time, but I'm hoping by the time the new Daredevil shows up, I'll be well versed and prepared and ready to go to enjoy that show. So yeah, maybe I'll ask me about it if you see me on the street. Ask me, hey, how's the Netflix Defenders rewatch going? And then I'll sit down and let you know.
That's a
Sit down
big
right on the street.
commitment to not a lot of great TV.
No, I disagree. I think a lot of it is good.
A lot
I
of
hate
it
to
is
break
good.
it to you. I hate to break it to you, Dad. The new Daredevil has already shown up in Luke's favorite show. It's not. You don't have to wait till March. He's already here.
No, I know. I watch it daily. I watch that. I watched those 3 episodes with a really great lawyer on She-Hulk daily. Okay, Luke.
LOL. Anyways,
tell me, what are we talking about tonight? Because you still haven't sent me the information that you said you were going to send me. I do believe we're going to have some fun,
Well,
but
check
please
your phone.
explain to our listeners and myself what we're going to be doing on this episode.
So
And me too.
this episode
And Caleb.
is brought to you by nothing, no one. We came up with this idea the other day on the couch because that's where we do all of our best thinking. We were talking about the best fictional foods. So we decided to make a draft. However, this draft is going to be different. We are going to have 5 different parts of the menu to select from: drinks, appetizers, entrees, sides, and desserts. And each thing has a different cost. There are $5, $4, $3, $2, and $1 items, and we each have $20 to make a full meal for ourselves.
Okay, so we have $20 to spend. Let me see if I can get this
$20
right.
to spend, yes.
And you just literally, as you were saying what you were saying, sent us the list of our options, which, like you already said, consists of a drink, an entree, sides, appetizers, and desserts.
Yes.
And each one of them has a price tag assigned, and we have $20 to spend creating our perfect meal of fictional food items. So
Why are
all of
you
these things,
repeating what I just said, but worse?
because I need to make sure I understand this. I don't want to make myself seem more foolish than I do on an episodely basis. $20. And all of these food items came from fictional stories like TV, movies, and or like books or something.
What's a book? Um, an important disclaimer on these items: there are some significant items that are missing off of the menu, some very popular ones. However, that was done in an effort to keep it as diverse as possible. I didn't want to have all a bunch of items from the same stuff. And I also wanted to make sure that each item made sense. So a $1 item is not going to be very good because it's cheap and it's only $1. And a $5 item is supposed to be one of the best things that you could get for that caliber. There would have been a lot of $5 items, so it was hard to get, a $3 item that is in the middle, something that you would be good with eating but wouldn't be your favorite compared to a $5 item.
This is one of those moments that I wish we had a video podcast, because in my brain I'm like envisioning like a graphic with all of these menu items that I'm staring at that our audience can't see, and as we choose one, so like when I choose one, it takes it off the board. You then cannot choose it, right? It eliminates
Exactly.
itself.
And I
So
have
then
a
even
physical
better, like
copy.
we can have like a TIE fighter or a lightsaber, like slash it off of the board. See, we need a video podcast and a video editor. I guess that's just gonna have to stay in our brain. Uh, what were you gonna say?
I have a physical menu in front of me. It does not have TIE fighters or lightsabers on it, but I will be crossing off the items and I'll keep track of everybody's um, full meal. So by the end of the episode, we'll know who has what on their meal, and then you, the listeners, can vote on it.
Oh, like I like that idea. Yes, I love it when we get to vote.
Yeah.
Uh,
First
I'm
place gets
I
$1,000. Last place sleeps outside.
I love democracy. Who said that?
Obi-Wan.
No,
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 he said don't trust politicians. That's what
I
Obi-Wan said.
he's not
know.
brave enough for politics.
Yes, he's not. Yeah. Okay, so are we going to share
Who
these
says
items, or
that?
are we just what? Oh,
Who's
Palpatine. I
my
love
God?
democracy. Something like that. I may be
Mm.
paraphrasing. Are we going to share these items, or are we just going to share them as we choose them?
So let's start off with drinks. At $5, we have the Polar Express hot chocolate. At $4, we have butterbeer from Harry Potter. At $3, we have Duff beer from The Simpsons. For $2, we have water from the Water Boy, some high quality H2O. And for $1, we have blue milk from Star Wars.
Okay, immediately I have a complaint.
If your complaint is about blue milk costing $1, Luke Skywalker drank it straight from the udder of an alien. It can't be that good.
That was green milk. Get your facts straight, buddy.
Oh, yeah, no. The blue milk was on a barely inhabited, deserted planet where everything dies. Great, yummy.
Wait a minute. So you're telling me that if I choose blue milk right now to make my drink option, I will have spent $1,
Who
and
said you're
neither
going
one of
first?
you. No, I'm
Who
not
said
saying. I'm just trying to understand.
look
Just
at
trying to
you
understand.
trying to cheat already.
If I chose blue milk, that's $1 towards my total off, and then neither one of you can choose it. Correct?
Correct.
So are we just doing this? Are we going to go with the drinks right now?
Well,
I
when
have
you
a
order
question.
in a restaurant, that's the first thing you order, no?
That's true. What's your
What's your
question, Caleb?
question?
Do we get to keep the money we don't spend?
Oh,
Are
Caleb's
you
looking to
gonna?
bank dollars.
Do you want me to give you $15?
I thought it was 20.
We're doing 25,
Yes,
aren't
I
we?
understand, but there's 5 items, so if you just pick the cheapest item, you'd have $15.
Wait, it's 20 or 25 is the budget?
$20 is
Bro,
the budget.
Oh,
you
okay.
need to listen.
Use
Yes, I
your
do.
ears or they will be confiscated.
Second, how many times did you rewrite this?
I'm not proud to admit 4.
That's less than I thought. I thought you were gonna have rewritten it 5 times. So good for you. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I've been taking my
and-
meds.
Okay, and then the
So
last
proud.
thing, not to skip forward or anything, but what is help under entrees?
The movie, The Help.
Oh, the help. Okay, the help, dude.
Okay, it doesn't have enough
Oh,
room for me to
Minnie's
write
fried
that.
chicken.
Well,
It sounds like you were asking for help.
We're gonna get there.
Minnie, don't burn. No chicken.
I feel bad for you. I now realize how hard it is to host a podcast. I apologize for all the times I was annoying.
Does that include off the air too?
God, no.
Okay, so are we making our drink picks, and how are we doing the order?
We will go in reverse alphabetical order.
So do I count as Dad or Colby?
That was going to be my question.
But we're going by last name. I don't know. You pick. I don't care.
He's saying reverse
We're all
alphabetical
M's.
order. He's doing reverse out of alphabetical order because that would mean he goes first.
Okay, we're doing rock, paper, scissors. Ready? 1, 2, 3. I win. Oh no, I just lost. You guys tied.
Yeah.
Okay, go.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, go. You gotta do this quick here, boys. This is not a video
There you
podcast.
go.
Okay.
I get first.
All right, Luke goes first. Caleb goes second.
With $2, I am picking Water Boy Water. That's some high quality H2O.
Okay. $2 off. Are you keeping track of this? Because I'm not. I'll keep track of myself.
I am. What kind of podcast host do you think I am?
Who orders water when you go out to have a fine meal? When your
It's
options
high quality
normal
H2O.
high quality H2O. It's a great movie, by the way. Did you know that they're gonna make another Billy Madison movie?
Interesting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, there. Okay,
I
Caleb.
forgot what I was saying, but the other day, one of the goalies said that I sounded like Billy Madison, and I said, "You are way too young to know that movie."
Yeah, that's true. Questionable parenting.
Caleb.
All right, Caleb, you're up. Drink.
See, I haven't scanned this enough. This really is going to set the tone for the rest of my meal, because if I do like hot chocolate and then like
Mhm.
I just don't think it goes with the rest of the meal and stuff. But the Polar Express hot chocolate, you can't pass it up.
That's
But
what
I'm
I was
also
gonna say.
I'm going through a quarter of my budget on a hot chocolate that doesn't
Okay.
go with the rest of my meal.
But
I'm overthinking this.
it does come with the full performance to serve that hot chocolate.
Interesting. Does it come with the train ride too?
No, they
Maybe
just
the meal is on a train.
no, no,
Interesting.
no. We're all sitting in an Applebee's.
I'm getting the bottomless mimosas that they do, or whatever drink that they do. I'm not doing
Wait.
anything else.
I
$2
haven't gone through this
margarita.
entire list, but I need to know: is there anything from McLaren's and How I Met Your Mother?
There is.
Oh yes, there is. They're mozzarella sticks. Love it. Okay, thank you.
Spoilers. God.
Oh, sorry. I keep ruining your list. All right, Caleb. You overthinking. You go.
I'm going to go the Applebee's route, and I'm gonna get a Duff beer.
Ah, you suck, dude.
Am I? Do I? Do I? Do I?
Yeah, because I have to admit that I was absolutely overthinking my drink option too. Because, um, you're not gonna get like a hot chocolate and then pizza, right? I mean, it does set the tone. So I'm gonna go with blue milk.
So
It's
you're not
diverse.
gonna get hot chocolate, but you're gonna get blue milk. Milk is in
Yes.
chocolate.
Yeah.
Genius.
It doesn't even surprise me because you put ice in your milk, old man.
Yes, I did admit to doing that a couple last episode, didn't I? Yeah. So blue milk for me because I would have to turn in my Star Wars nerd card if I didn't go with the blue milk. I've heard that butterbeer is actually very sweet, so
Yeah,
not the blue milk.
it's like
Butterscotch.
butterscotch when you get it from like Universal Studios.
It's pretty good.
I can't believe that blue milk was cheaper than water, though. Luke, come on, you
It's
did
the
that just
same thing. You don't want to drink milk with pizza.
It's high quality H2O.
Yeah, stop
No,
talking
you have to
down
say
on
it.
my pick.
You have to say it better than that.
That's
I don't have to do anything.
H2O.
You have to say it. You have to say it like Bobby Boucher. It's high quality H2O.
Gatorade.
Gatorade. Okay, what's our next category?
Up next, we have our sides. You have the first pick. Your options.
We're not going to do appetizer.
Shut up. Shut up.
Who orders sides before appetizers?
Appetizer. Shut up. This is my first time hosting a podcast.
And you're doing a bang up job, buddy. You're doing so
Is this
good.
your first time reading a menu too?
There's a fat joke in there, but I'm not going to make it.
Thank you.
Appetizers.
So what do we do? Appetizers, go.
Our options for our appetizers are $5, the Goofy Movie nachos, $4, McLaren's Pub mozzarella sticks, $3, roasted pork, $2, an onion from Shrek, and $1, the bugs from the Lion King that they eat from that log.
That's so gross.
I have two questions. Number one, is the Shrek onion like a bloomin' onion from Outback?
Nope.
Is that an orderable ability? Damn it.
They're just gonna bring a whole raw onion and just like
Yeah.
Raw.
in front of me.
Yep.
Are they at least going to peel it?
Sure.
Cool.
Because onions have layers.
Yeah, exactly. Second thing, do I get dipping sauces if I order the roasted pork?
Yeah, we have ranch, blue cheese, and honey mustard.
Interesting.
No barbecue.
No. This isn't Outback.
So I'm not going for the onion because I thought it would be at least like onion rings or something, like a Shrek themed onion. But I'm not just gonna have a wasted onion in front of me. You take it home, chop
I
it up.
forgot the scene in Shrek where they went off to the side and prepared the onion. No, they didn't. It's just an onion. Get over it.
Okay. Make your pick.
It's your turn. It's a snake draft. You picked
Yeah.
last.
Oh, you didn't tell me it was a
Sure.
snake draft.
That's implied. I'm going to go
That's how
second the
normal
whole time.
people do.
Oh.
You got to learn this. You got a fantasy football draft coming up.
Which I know nothing about. That's why you're my co-manager. Shout out to the Star Wars nerd group of fantasy football leaguers that I'm going to embarrass myself in front of over the next 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, but
Look at
Uh,
you trying to shark them.
Oh, I also forgot. I've been meaning to make a shout out to our wonderful goaltender, Saya, who said he listened to the Colby cast the other day, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's so cool. What were we talking about? He's like Percy Jackson, and I'm like, okay, we're gonna give you a shout out, Saya. So shout out to you, Saya, and your awesome dad, Shinya. So I am tempted to go with the roasted porg just because Chewy makes them look so tasty, and they come with dipping sauces. But I'm not gonna go. I'm a
Yeah, but
sucker.
you forget, he ate them and then was guilted into becoming a vegan.
That's in some Star Wars what if. I'm a sucker for mozzarella sticks, so I'm gonna go with the Mozzies for $4 from McLaren's.
$4?
Worth it. Fried cheese.
yeah, that's like one of the only actual edible things in the appetizers.
Goofy movie nachos are, but that's pretty pricey.
But they're worth it. You remember those nachos?
I
Yeah,
don't. I have to be honest.
There's
I'm very much considering them because that is definitely like a childhood. I wish those were real so I could eat them.
Well, you can choose them right now. You're up.
Yeah, but I'm on a budget. I'm trying to come out. See, with a Duff beer, I feel like it goes perfect with the nachos. But I'm really just like, I want to keep myself hungry. I just want to like begin the appetite with the appetizer, so I can really dive in with an entree. I'm gonna go with the Lion King bugs because my boy Timon and Pumbaa would never ever steer me wrong.
Gross.
They also
they're
make them look
considered a
delicious.
delicacy in some parts of the world.
Yeah,
Uh,
I tried escargot when I was in Europe. Might as well try some bugs.
Yeah, nobody made you do
so
that.
in a sense, you actually did like have a Hakuna Matata moment there when you were just slurping up the snails.
That is true. Nobody made me. I did it, and I enjoyed
Yeah,
it, and I would do it again.
you sure did. We're doing really good on our prices so far. I think. I feel like. Uh, Luke, what are you gonna pick?
Well, like you guys, I've got some menu items down the road I'm keeping an eye out for. So I'm gonna stay a little bit on the budget. I'm gonna go with the $3 roasted porg. I will not feel
Interesting.
guilty about eating that porg because I didn't kill it. I just ate it. So
I think our listeners are gonna think we're very broke because we have not spent $4 or $5 on anything. Oh no, you
I,
did. You got your Mozzie sticks. Never mind.
yeah, $4
I
Mozzie
just
sticks.
I
How
just
many
had it in my
Mozzies are coming in those in that order anyway? Do we know? Like, I hope 6 at least.
I would think 6. McLaren's doesn't
Okay.
seem like a stingy place. You don't get customers like Marshall and Barney and Ted and Robin and Lily consistently if you're stingy on the Mott's.
That's a good point, except it is in New York, so I could see them charging $4 for like 2.
But what if they're like bricks? What if they're just like huge around, like the circumference of your fist?
I've never shared this before on the Colby Cast, but I have a dream of opening my own diner, calling it the Greasy Spoon, and instead of having Mozzie sticks, I will have Mozzie bricks.
I like it. I won't order it, but I like it.
It's going to come with a bucket of marinara sauce because you need something bigger than a little cup.
And a ladle.
Okay, so are we going to do entrees or sides next?
Well, I think I'll let that be your call. I figured entrees, but um I don't know.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think that's how the typical order goes when you're sitting at a table. They're gonna want to know what we want for actual food next.
So
And boy, are there some nice options here.
at $5, we have the chef's choice, either a grilled cheese or a Cuban sandwich from the movie Chef, not the Chef Show, the movie Chef with John Favreau.
Great movie. Great movie.
Great movie. $4, we have Minnie's fried chicken from The Help. At $3, we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza. $2, we have a Krabby Patty. And $1, we have Roast Beast from The Grinch.
Roast beast. I can hear like a song in my head right now. Um, Also, another shout out to The Help. I love that movie so much. Okay, and many
Great
don't
movie.
find out. Oh, there could have been a dessert option from that movie too. I
There
haven't
could
looked
have been, there isn't. Now,
Yeah,
That's
nobody would have ordered it.
that's a very good point. No spoilers
The,
for The Help. If you haven't
the
watched that movie,
restaurant, the restaurant would lose so much money, and it would immediately get shut down for health
I
violations.
really feel like we're getting close to spoiler territory. So
well,
no,
I
no
didn't
spoilers for The
think
Help.
anyone would order Lion King bugs either, but here we are. With
Shout out to Blanca because that was her idea. I remember when we were sort of brainstorming through this as we were watching people beat each other up in the UFC fights last Saturday. She's just like, Lion King bugs. And I just had a flash forward in my brain to the nasty stuff that they pulled up under that log. But we're going backwards. I apologize. Luke, I think this is your choice first.
This is my pick. Now, I think this is where it gets interesting. I'm gonna go for $4. Minnie's fried chicken.
Solid.
My reasoning is yes, fried chicken is delicious, but this fried chicken, not a lot of people know this. It ended racism in the South.
It did.
If you watch The
Yeah.
Help, it ended racism.
Yeah,
And
didn't Popeyes try and like swoop in and steal that recipe, and they said no, 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 you're not touching this.
Yeah, it was a whole lawsuit, and they settled. It was fine.
boy, I wish that were true. Not the I don't care about the Popeyes thing. I just wish that the racism comment was true. That would have been awesome.
Well, it did in the
Um,
movie.
it's an incredible movie. Love that movie. Caleb, you're up.
I could not be happier. I still want a grilled cheese, but I would be happy with a cubano. I have wanted a grilled cheese for weeks, forever. I've wanted it forever, and I still haven't made it, and that's on me. But I'm absolutely not going to give up the cream of the cream on the entrees. I'm doing the chef movie, not chef show, chef option, grilled cheese or cubano.
Well, you gotta pick one.
Oh, I have to pick one. As you said, it's chef's choice.
Well, yeah, but I don't know. You pick one.
Well, I mean, you keep talking about grilled cheese week after week after week. Just order yourself a grilled cheese, man.
Now that you told me to do, I don't want to do it.
Well, as much as you've wanted a grilled cheese, I've wanted a cubano, and I haven't gotten that yet. And there's literally a place 5 minutes from our house that I could go order one, and I haven't. So I should probably do that.
Well, now I'm intentionally going to order both so that you can't get either.
but, but you're gonna go with the $5 choice from the chef.
Oh, absolutely. I'm doing the grilled cheese. I'm going to do it.
You took my. I wanted either the $5 or the $4 item here, and both of them. Now I'm stuck with a Krabby Patty, or some gross beast and greasy pizza from the sewers of Ninja Turtle Land.
Okay, they take it to the sewers. It's not from the sewers. And roast beast is a delicacy in Whoville. Okay, they only make it around Christmas.
I'm going with a Krabby Patty, and I'll tell you why. Um, I'm not a fan of the SpongeBob show. It used to be fun and silly, then it got mean and nasty, and I banned it from our home. But I will go with the Krabby Patty because I recently saw a theory on TikTok. Thank you, Caleb. That
You're welcome.
Krabby Patties are actually made from real crabs. There's actually crabs in the Krabby Patty,
Yeah.
which makes sense because they're called a Krabby Patty. But the theory gets darker. Mr. Crab is the only crab in that show. There are literally no other crabs in the ocean. I don't watch the show, so I'm taking the TikToker's word for this, but he's the only crab. I guess there was an episode where they flashed back to the ancestors of SpongeBob and Patrick, and there were just all kinds of crabs everywhere. But in the modern show, there are no crabs. So the theory is that Mr. Krabs is catching all the crabs and putting them in his Krabby Patty. Crabs also eat their own kind, so that's consistent. and his restaurant, whatever that's called, is actually in the shape of a crab trap. So, based on all that, I'm gonna spend my $2 on my Krabby Patty.
Yeah, he's a bag chaser. I respect it.
Yeah, and for $2, that's a good deal too.
I just figured,
Is it?
it's fast food, right? So it's not gonna knock your socks off.
But it still has real crab in it.
I'm sorry, but that chef's grilled cheese sandwich is not fast food, buddy, and neither is Minnie's fried chicken.
No, I'm saying a Krabby Patty is fast food.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So now
Yes, go for it.
we move to the sides. And I now realize that $20 was way too much money because now we all still have a bunch of money left over.
What are our side options? What is this I
We
hear?
should do a wild card. If we get thirsty, maybe we get a second drink, maybe we get a second side, something like that at the end.
That's
I like the wild card.
That's good. I like that. Thank you for that.
Use
I'm
our
gonna
extra
pretend like
money.
that was my
Could we
idea.
go off menu?
For an extra price.
It's your. We have to approve it, but we'll get there. So sides.
Okay.
For $5, we have Hot Pie's Dire Wolf bread from Game of Thrones. $4, we have Napoleon Dynamite tater tots. $3, we have an Avatar cabbage. $2.
Let's be specific that it's the Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the blue people.
Yeah, the good one. Yeah, I said it. $2. Popeye spinach in a can, by the way. And $1 weed rat stew from Shrek.
Again, I would like to lodge a complaint because I feel like weed rat stew is a meal in and of itself, and you could have made that a $5 entree menu item.
It's like a
Well,
soup
I will
salad.
see your complaint, and I will raise you that at Disneyland, at Chez Remy, they had ratatouille as only a side, but in the movie, it's portrayed as an entree. So
This is true.
It's just vegetables.
exactly.
I need clarification. Oh, this is my pick, right?
It is.
I need clarification on what the Hot Pies direwolf bread is. I know what a direwolf is from Game of Thrones, right?
Oh. Well. There is an episode where Arya is making her way to Winterfell, and Hot Pie, if you remember him, he got stuck in a little town, and he stayed there as a chef. And the first time they saw each other,
I got you.
he made a really ugly wolf. But then the second time, he made dire wolf bread, and it looked really, really cool.
Okay, I do remember that. So thank you for dislodging that from my terrible memory. I feel like I'm going. I want to say weed rat stew, but I'm not going to, and I want to say weed rat stew just because I want to say I don't mean to brag, but I can't even remember how it goes.
I think he says mean.
A mean weed rat stew. I
I
don't mean
believe
to
him.
brag.
He looks like he can throw it down on the grill.
Oh, for
Yes.
sure.
I'm not going to go with weed rat stew, but I would like to imagine that we have a Shrek earwax candle on our table to
100%.
adorn our meal.
100%.
I do like tater tots. I don't like cabbages. I'm gonna get my dire wolf bread. I'm spending my $5 right here.
It's the presentation behind it, too.
Yeah.
I am just living my best life. I love coming in second in terms of drafting. I will never come in second in anything, because I would love some tots, and Napoleon isn't going to share, so I do have to order my own.
But you have to say it. You have to say the line. Say it from.
I don't remember who he's talking to.
There's just some random dude sitting next to him in class.
Yeah.
Napoleon, let me get some tots, man.
Pretty good. Pretty good. All right. So tots.
Well,
Luke.
The two heavy hitters are off the board, and I'm not happy about it. because
Yeah, you're
I
stuck with
don't-
cabbages, spinach, or weed rat stew.
I don't like vegetables. I like chicken tenders and fries and chicken fingers and chicken strips. So I'm gonna go with Popeye's spinach because I will become big and strong.
And it will sit on the table as we walk out the door. That is being left behind, I'm telling you
It's
right
not
now.
even gonna get in the to-go box.
Nope. Do you want a box for that? No, that's okay.
Give it to the dog.
Let him get big and strong. He looks like he needs some iron.
So that'll do it for the sides. For
All
the
right.
desserts.
Moving on to our last category, dessert. This is flying by, guys. This is so much fun.
Desserts. $5. Tiana's beignets from The Princess and the Frog. $4. Turkish delights from The Chronicles of Narnia, particularly The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. That's a mouthful. $3. The pie from Tom and Jerry. $2. A box of chocolates from Forrest Gump. And for $1, Monsters Inc. snow cones.
That's fantastic. That's great.
I think this is the category I'm most proud of.
Yeah,
I have a question.
Go ahead.
You mentioned that I was getting the full experience if I had ordered the Polar Express hot chocolate. Do I get the abominable snowman serving me the snow cone?
He doesn't serve it, but he made it.
Don't eat the yellow snow.
It's just he's really hard to get out. You know, he's kind of a homebody, doesn't like to
Yeah,
leave his cave, and I don't think we have it in the budget to fly him out for just one meal.
I get it. He's a king of his craft. He's gonna keep doing that.
So
Interesting. So
Oh,
who's going
but
first?
Luke's up.
now,
Okay.
obviously, Tiana's beignets, amazing. You can get them at Disneyland. Every time I go to Disneyland, I get at least half a dozen, and I crush them, and I walk around with powdered sugar all over my face and shirt. It's great. Turkish delights are probably the first thing I saw in a show or a movie and thought, I want to eat one of those. And apparently they're real, but they don't look as good
Yeah.
in real life.
You're telling me something that says Turkish, like maybe from even Turkey, is real?
Yeah, well, I don't know. I didn't realize that was a country. I didn't know the geopolitical economic state of the world when I was 7 watching Narnia. Sorry.
Did you think wardrobes were also fictional?
Yeah, they're called closets or dressers.
Wardrobes are fictional, and Turkish delights are only available in Narnia, which is a real place.
Thank you. A lot of good items, but
Before you
I'm gonna
choose, though, I would like to talk about this Tom and Jerry pie.
I think that is the sleeper pick. And I'm going to say that out loud
well,
because the Tom and Jerry pie looks fantastic.
My question is it the one that like someone's baking and the smell is just like wafting out a window and Jerry just sort of like lifts up and just starts flying towards the scent?
that's exactly the pie that I'm envisioning. And that is the pie that I'm picking. I don't
I
care.
am not surprised.
I don't care about anything else. If a pie can smell so good, and I don't even like pie like that, but if something can smell so good that you can defy the laws of gravity and levitate with your nose, I need it. I need it. I mean, how many of these items give you a superpower? Exactly.
It's a very
Have
good
you ever
point.
s- have you ever seen Forrest Gump? The guy's good at everything.
He literally ran across the country like 100 times just eating his chocolates.
He's a ping pong world champion.
He is. Do you know
He
that
got
there's
to
people
moon
that
the
are
president and had no repercussions.
And then John Kennedy looked at him and said, "What did you say?" And he said, "I gotta pay."
Your impressions today are on point.
Thank you. I've been practicing. It was all the time I spent in front of the mirror saying yeet.
Oh my god.
It's your turn, Caleb.
Okay, so I'm trying to do math. 3, 4, 9, 13. I have $7. That's nice.
Yeah, I didn't do the math on that.
That's okay because we're gonna add the wild card. We're gonna add whatever we want at the end, unless we figure out those rules differently.
And you leave a tip for your waiter, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Very true.
Let's see. Should have really. I really should have thought of this while you were talking about why Tom and Jerry pie was your pick.
Yeah, now you're just sitting there stewing in your jealousy.
That just sounds like he ordered a pie made of Tom and Jerry.
Pie from Tom and Jerry.
Thank you for the clarification. Oh, see, what I need to do is I need to get like Jeopardy theme song.
I'm gonna pick the Forrest Gump box of chocolates because
Good
you
call.
never know what you're gonna get.
That's a good point.
Is anybody keeping a running tally on our bill here?
Of course I am.
Okay, good deal. How much money do I have left?
You currently have $8 left.
I have $8 left. I want 2 orders of Turkish delights. Can I do that?
If that's going to be your wild card.
Yeah, yeah.
Only
Because I'm a
if
dessert
you
guy.
sign. You know how you remember that time Sim got a burger and had to sign it because it was so spicy?
Oh,
Yes.
That contract? Yeah.
and the waiter was like not going to bring it to him. And Sim asked, "Hey, can I get the waiver?" And he was like, "Oh, yeah, nobody really does that, but I guess."
Yeah, exactly. If you agree to sign the contract that states that you will be abducted after you eat the second box of Turkish delights, you can get to.
I just sort of feel like it's really on brand because like Edmund was just desperate for more Turkish delights. And I
yeah.
think I'm tipping my hand as to who I would be in that show.
It's not
But can I
powdered
have more
sugar on
Turkish
those.
delights? What?
It's not powdered sugar on those.
I think it is powdered sugar on those. All right. Well, I made my $20. I spent that real quick. As if anybody knows me, they know if I have money in my pocket. Oh wait, hold on. I can quote Bruno Mars. I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. There you
Keep
go.
up.
Keep up.
Well, you have no more money in your pocket. You're just full of all sorts of goodies.
Yeah, I want to go over my menu here. I started out. Oh, the blue milk and the Turkish delights are gonna go
Okay.
great together.
Okay, but Luke and I, we still got money on the board.
Oh, okay. Just go do your thing then, and do your wild card while I just drool over my amazing meal.
Luke, do you know what your wild card is?
I have some ideas. But here's the thing. Let me do some math here. I got to count with my fingers.
Oh, I have
And-
a lot of carbs in my meal.
That's never been a problem for your diet. You've always enjoyed a good carb.
I have $6.
I'm on like a 72-year plan of carb loading. When I
Yeah,
turn
you're
70,
bulking up.
yeah,
It's bulking season.
bulk up phase. I'm sorry, Luke. What did you say?
I have $6 remaining.
$6. Okay. How are you going to spend that $6?
So then I have a question.
Yes.
Did you picked first for dessert, right?
Yeah, so it's your pick right now.
Let's go. I'm very happy with
How much
that.
money do you have?
Love when a plan comes together. I'm going to get the Polar Express hot chocolate so that I get to finish my chocolates from Forrest Gump with some more chocolate and a show.
Oh, God.
Yeah, well, chocolate gives you acne, so whatever.
And that was $5. So how much does that spend all of your money?
I think that puts me at 20 if my math is correct. Am I right?
That
3,
Can
4,
we-
9,
$20.
13. Let's go.
Good job.
I love when the brain brains.
So I have $7.
Where did you just find $1 under the table or what?
Wait, yeah, I stole money.
I guess we're not leaving a tip, are we?
Well, I guess I'm leaving the tip since you guys spent all your money.
I mean, you could just like triple wild card it or whatever you wanted to do. You have $7 and the rest of the menu at your disposal.
You know what? I have a proposal for you. If I go off menu, can I use all my money on it?
Yes, for
All your
$7.
remaining money?
All of my remaining money will go to this one item.
I will allow this if I can quote Nice Pool and say, since you said the proposal, I can gently tap the fourth wall. The proposal. Caleb doesn't understand that joke because he hasn't seen Deadpool yet, or
What's wrong
doesn't
with
even know what Nice Pool is.
What's wrong with you? Go
When are you
watch.
gonna go see Deadpool? I need you to make the commitment right now.
I don't know. I'll go Sunday.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Okay, yes. $7, Luke, on your one wild card item. Let's see what you got up your sleeve.
This is the one item. If I could eat any fictional food ever, it would be this one item. It would be the ramen with ham from Ponyo.
Why wasn't that on the menu?
Because I didn't really know where to put it. It was there originally, but I wanted to make it a little more diverse. Ponyo is a deep cut. Not a lot of people have seen Ponyo, you know?
You know,
Well,
Colby Cast
I hope
listeners
you're.
do know that Ponyo is one of your favorite, if not your favorite, animated film of all time because we talked about it on our animated films episode.
I hope to see an uptick in viewership based off of Luke's $7 wild card choice because I would absolutely crush a ramen from Ponyo, and it is a great film.
I want ham.
I guess everybody's good at impressions except me.
I don't know. Maybe you should try one.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do my best impression of a rock.
Oh
you
my gosh,
blink.
that's amazing.
No, rocks don't
Yes.
blink.
Dang it! I will aspire to be better.
All right, so let's before we wrap this up, and this has been thoroughly so much fun. Share your completed meal. I'll go first. I started out with my blue milk. Um, I'm waiting for my order of mozzies. That's mozzarella sticks for people that don't know what that is.
Yeah,
You know what's
Uh,
so funny?
Italian slang.
What?
what's so funny?
Oh, I was confused by Italian slang. You're calling mozzarella sticks the mozzie is the Italian slang?
Forget
Yeah.
about it.
I don't know if it's like a British thing or not, but Brittany calls mosquitoes mozzies because that's what her dad used to call them growing up. So you're having in my brain, you're having mosquito sticks.
Oh, that's
You
gross. I'm
were literally
absolutely changing this to mozzarella sticks, no longer mozzies. Ugh. My main entree is a Krabby Patty. I'm going to have a side of dire wolf bread, and then I'm going to chase all this down with 2 orders of Turkish delight.
It's a lot of sugar.
I
This
hope
sounds like a
that
real meal that I eat.
yeah, it does. I hope that the blue milk is a large because you're gonna need something to wash those Turkish delights down with. And by the end of the meal, with a lot of your carbs, you might not have enough.
I get free refills on the blue milk.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice,
because
very
it's
cool.
one
It's
dollar
very
item.
$1
it's very
item, yeah.
polite for this fictional restaurant to offer free stuff.
The Polar Express doesn't do free refills because the cast for the dancers they get paid per performance. So
And they have to perform at every cup of hot chocolate poured.
every single time, and they only travel by train too. So
So they must have a lot of shows in the East Coast and in Europe, but
you know
not
they're
on our
part of
side
a
of the woods.
union.
Wow, good for them. Heard they got
Uh,
good benefits.
Caleb, what is your run down your order for us?
Okay, in order of selection, I got a Duff beer, so I guess I get a nice little buzz before I apparently soberly ordered some Lion King bugs. Uh, get some grilled cheese made by the one and only John Favreau. Um, then followed up with a side of some Napoleon Dynamite tater tots that I will not be keeping in my pocket, unfortunately. Then I'm gonna have some Forrest Gump box of chocolates and wash it down with even more chocolate and a show with the Polar Express hot chocolate.
Maybe you could have them melt the Forrest Gump chocolates into your hot chocolate and just consume it all at once.
No, I don't cross sauces, and I just want to hear Tom Hanks sing to me.
That's what we need is a Tom Hanks, Hugh Jackman duet.
I would be open to that. I think Tom Hanks should be in the MCU as Victor Von Doom.
They've already cast that.
No, they didn't.
Luke, what about your order?
My order for my drink, I have some high quality H2O. I have some water from Waterboy. Now I know if I get food poisoning from my meal, it's not coming from the water because Bobby Boucher takes care of his water. For my appetizer, I have some roasted pork. For my entree, I have Minnie's fried chicken. I have a lot of protein. For my side, I have Popeye's spinach, even more protein. For my dessert, I have Tom and Jerry's pie that's going to make me levitate. And in my doggy bag, I'm taking home some Ponyo ramen.
Yeah, that's like a to-go order, like at the end of the meal, like, oh, can I put in a to-go order? Yes, I'd like some Ponyo ramen, please. Um, this is good stuff. Like now, I'm just off the top of my head. This is completely unplanned, but how many of these fictional foods are actually available, like at a different, like at a theme park somewhere? Luke, you mentioned the beignets at Disneyland. They're very
Blue
famous.
milk,
Yeah,
Turkish delights, butterbeer. Um, I guess like fried chicken is real, right? But it ain't Minnie's.
it's true.
Not necessarily at a theme park, but there's a chef food truck at the Bellagio Hotel or one of the hotels in Las Vegas.
Wait, is that like run by Roy Choi?
I mean, it's allegedly. I don't think it's actually run by him, but
Allegedly,
it's
what are you
like
suing him?
No, but is it like affiliated with Roy Choi and John Favreau?
I don't think so. I just know that it's like a food truck that's not actually a food truck. It's built inside of like the
I think
lobby of one of the hotels.
I
I don't
think
know.
I've seen pictures of this. They should turn that into a restaurant. That would be
Yeah.
fantastic. Hey,
I
John,
actually ate.
John or Roy, if you're listening, yeah, it's
Oh,
a great
they're
idea.
listening. They're listening.
Yeah, I'm down. I actually ate there when I was in Vegas the last time.
Fantastic. Yeah, well, I mean, the Duff beer is available, isn't it, at like Universal Studios? It may not be beer, but it's like
I
in a
think
can.
so. One time, Kathy and Sarah, shout out the babies, they got me a Duff beer can that was filled with like an orange flavored energy drink. And at the time, I didn't drink energy drinks. Um, but I left it in my room because it was really cool. And then it started to get like bigger. And I said, I need to throw this out before it redecorates its environment.
Yeah, that's true. I also would like to lodge my last complaint that there are no Simpson donuts on this selection, but I do hear from a good source or a reliable source that those are not all that tasty at Universal Studios. But a donut is a donut, so it is what it is.
Take it up with the complaint department.
The
As
trash
if
can, is
Trash
that a trash can that you're holding? Well, magnificent. This is fun. This is a fun little exercise as we make our way through a slower portion of pop culture stuff. We're all watching things, but we wanted to have a little bit of fun and hang out. So, was there anything else, Luke, guest host of the um, Colby cast? Is there anything else that you wanted to share before we sign off?
Yeah, there's actually something that's really important, and I'd like to sort of change course and talk about something a little bit more serious. Um, I've been working really hard the last couple months on a project of mine, and I'd like to share it. It's called Getting the Acolyte Cancelled. And I am proud to say that I successfully prevented season 2 of The Acolyte from coming out.
Yeah, you won.
I won. Me.
You have no idea. I don't even want to talk about this. I don't even
You're
want to
just so
talk about
proud of
this.
me, right?
No, I'm not proud of you. I'm proud of you for other reasons.
Can we
I'm
clip
proud of
That
you
that
is
for
gonna
part?
be a
Can we
part
clip that
of
part
like
and
the
put that in the new intro?
yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be like the anti-intro. No, I'm not proud of you.
No, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you for many reasons, not for this. I literally have spent weeks in the post like Acolyte world that we live in, trying to like come to terms with so many things. Um, and like I think we could do an entire episode just about my feelings on the Acolyte, because anyway, I'm not going to go too far into it. But yes, it was, rumors are supposedly, I'm not sure if it's actually official or not, but it was canceled, so no more Acolyte. I do want to actually make a serious statement that of my issues with the show, and I think I speak for both of you. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, please, both of you. There's a lot of conversation going around that it was canceled because it was woke and all this stuff. I don't think the Acolyte was woke. If it was woke, I don't care. I'm good with all that stuff. My issues with it was that it started off strong and it just sort of lost me as it went along. I said from the beginning, for the record, I would actually like more of the Acolyte. I wish that they took more time to give us time with the characters and make them make sense for the things that they were doing. Give it room to grow with the characters, fill in some gaps in the stories that I think that was a part of it. And I actually said that I would watch a season 2. So there's not going to be a season 2. I'm not brokenhearted about it, but at the same time, I take no joy in the fact that there's a lot of people out there that really liked it. So I feel bad for the fans of the show that aren't going to get more of those stories. So, um, anyway,
Yeah,
your thoughts on that?
I won't agree with you in that I would want to see more of it. Um, to me, I think it was just better just to call it quits and give just sort of try to recoup your losses if you can. But no, I think that anybody who thinks that it was canceled because it was woke or because it had a female lead or because there was, you know, lesbian women having children in it, whatever, anything like that, that to me, I I think the people who make the most noise don't always make up the majority of the audience. And just
Absolutely.
because there was a lot of pushback on that end, I don't think that the majority of the people who had an issue with it, like me, cared about any of that. I just think that the story wasn't particularly strong, and I don't think it was a very well made show. And when things don't do well or aren't well received, studios are less inclined to throw money at it for another season or a sequel or anything like that. So I think you shouldn't read too much into why it was canceled. I think it just is what it is, and it wasn't good enough.
I think it's a really good point, and I appreciate you sharing that. And one of the other things that I was trying to read up on was sort of to your point there at the end. It ended up being the lowest watched show of the Disney Plus shows, according to Nielsen ratings. Now, you can take it with a grain of salt if that's true or not. So we'll either say it was the lowest or a lower watched show, and it was extremely expensive to make. That's not a great combination. Now, maybe that's partly Disney's fault. Maybe it's partly Lucasfilm's fault. I don't know. There's a lot of fault to go around. The fact is that it underperformed and it was very expensive to make. And usually TV shows aren't going to continue on. For the fans of the show, I hope that we get like some resolution to some of the mysteries that we were left with in other forms, maybe books, um, maybe like comics, something like that. But honestly, I'm not even scratching the surface of my thoughts on this. It's so, I've put so much thought into it, just because I didn't know how to react to actually not being over the moon happy with a Star Wars product. That's new for me, and I never root against these kinds of things. So I was rooting for it, but it just didn't happen. So
Can I dunk on it one last time?
not before Caleb gives us his thoughts.
No thoughts other than the fact that I don't let anybody except Bowie speak for me, but I will agree with your statement on our behalf.
Ba- Bowie, Brittany's dog, Bowie.
Yeah.
How does Bowie talk anyway? How does she speak?
Ooh, ow.
And you said you're not good at impressions.
Luke, it sounds like you have a final thought.
I do have a final thought. You put in more brain power into your thoughts on it than the writers did into the show.
No, I don't think that's true. I really hope that people that listen to the things that come out of your face understand your humor. Sometimes I wonder. The silence speaks volumes. What is that noise?
That's Bowie.
Oh,
That sounded
wow.
like
Sounded
Queedle
like what?
from The Mandalorian.
All right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of the Colby Cast. Anything else, guys?
That's it.
Boom. All right. So for this episode, since it's a food themed episode, I want us to sing together as we end the episode. So I know that you guys are going to join in the second that I start this. So for Caleb and Luke, this is Colby reminding you that Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for you and me. All together, Krusty Krab pizza is the pizza for delivery. Nobody sang.
I did.
Nothing.
Luke saying.
No, it was too low though. So you should take it solo. Go ahead, Luke.
No. You don't appreciate it.
All right. Thanks everybody for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, let us know. You can find the Colby Cast on Instagram, Threads, and X at the Colby Cast. Episodes can also be found on YouTube, so like and subscribe. If you feel so inclined, rate and review our show on your podcatcher of choice. That really helps the show beat the algorithm and helps us find new friends to add to the conversation. If you're wordy, like me, you can send an email to thecolbycast@gmail.com. All music is licensed through Adobe Stock and performed by ProMusic24. This podcast is not endorsed by anyone or anything for that matter. It's intended for entertainment and informational purposes only. All original content of this podcast is the intellectual property of the Colby Cast unless otherwise indicated.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.